So welcome to day 8 of our 10-day Revitalise challenge. I hope you're enjoying it. We are going to be doing a full body workout today. We're going to be doing some standing work, and then we're going to be going down to the floor, just mobilizing everything, getting everything a little bit stronger. I hope you've enjoyed all the different variations that we've been doing through the week. If at any point you just need to do a stretch day, remember day 4 was a stretch day, so you could actually just go back and do a stretch day in between these if you wanted to, or at the end of each of our workouts you can add the stretch in, and that's up to you. All right, let's get ourselves started. So let's just make sure that we've got a really nice posture, pulling up nice and tall through our midline. Our feet and our legs are hip width apart, stacking those hips over those knees, over those ankles, and pulling up nice and tall through our midline. Shoulders are up and back. Let's just make sure that we're tucking that tailbone under, and that we've got a really nice engagement through our thighs into those nice long hip flexors. Abdominals are pulled in, and our ribs are nicely pulling downwards towards our hip bones. Excellent. All right, we're just going to start rolling those shoulders up and back. So let's squeeze our shoulder blades back as they come up and around, and let's take a deep breath in as we come in. So deep breath in and up, exhale out and down, and again 2 more. Breathe, coming in and out, just mobilizing through those shoulders. 1 more. Good. Keep that posture nice and tall. Let's just add some arms. So take your arms. We're going to keep pulling up through our midline. Arms come up. Let's nod our chin up to the ceiling as our hands come up. Little fingers to the back of the room. We're going to nod our chin down as we open up those arms and come back to center. And again, take a breath as we come in and up. Let's open out and take those arms back. And we're going to do 1 more of these. Take a deep breath in. Up we come. Out. And lowering back down. Good. Let's just take a step out, a little bit to the right with our foot. We're going to kick back our hips, and we're just going to go into a squat. Push those bottoms back, arms come forwards, coming into standing, step back into your starting point. Out to the other side, push back with your hips, lowering down and coming up. We're going to do 2 more. So step in, step out, push back your hips. Lovely. Coming back up, coming back, and making sure that when you're going back into your squat, just push back as if you're sitting down on a chest. Your knees should not be coming forwards, and then we're going to come back to center. I'm just going to go slightly diagonal for you so you can see. We're going to soften our standing leg, our left standing leg, and we're going to just do a nice little bicep curl with this tap back with your right leg. Okay, so off we go. So we're just going to tap back and come in. We're going to do 8 of these. Out and in. Good. This is 3 and in. Keep pulling it nice and tall. 4 and back. 5. Good. Chin stays a little bit down towards your chest. 7 and 8. Let's change sides. So we're just going backwards. So keep that leg nice and stable. You can see I'm not really moving my body massively. This is 3 and in. 4 with control. 5, 6, 7 and 8. Good. Come back to the standing point and just march those legs through a little bit. We're going to just bring our feet in. I'm going to squeeze our thighs together, squeeze all the way down. Feet are in a V position, pulling up nice and tall. We're just going to go into a plie position. So I want you to kick back your hips, squeezing those glutes as we come down. And I want you to stay as tall as you can. And you can see I'm not going down very far. And then we're going to come back up. And as we come up, I want us to just go up onto our toes. So squeeze those legs up onto our toes, lowering back down and again. So just push back. Lovely. Coming up, just opening out through those hips and coming up onto your toes. Try and come onto your big toes if you can, and then lowering back down. 2 more. Breathe. Out we go. Coming up onto your toes and lower down. Keep pulling in. And again, out we go. And up. And raise. And lower. Just take those feet back to center, walk those legs through. Now, you'll see I've got hand weights here. I'm going to add them in. We're going to do that sequence that we just did again, but we're going to add in a little bit of weight. You don't have to. All I'm going to ask you to do is just nicely think about how strong your arms are. And this time when we do our circles of our arms, we're actually going to be taking our arms outwards and up and over, okay, with a nice softened elbow. So let's just start off with our shoulder rolls with those weights in our hands. Take a deep breath in, circle through those shoulders and around and down. Good. So always remember, when you come back to position, just pull up nice and tall through your midline, circling out. You use your breath coming out and around and down. And again, circle out, around and down. One more of these. And we'll add the arms. We're going to go from here. Rotate your palms towards me. Soften through your elbows, circling your arms up to the top. Tap them together and then coming out and around. We're going to keep our chin stable this time as we go around. Exhale, coming up, opening out. Good. Getting some strength through those shoulders and arms. Tummies are pulled in. Remember, the abdominals kick in as soon as your arms go past your waist height, so they kick in. So squeeze your glutes a little bit, pull in through those abdominals. Maintain that back as we come back down. Good. Breathe, coming up. Lovely. And out and down. Good. We're going to go into those tap backs. So soften through your standing leg. I'm just going to do it facing you. We're going to do a bicep curl as we go. Hammer hold as we come up and go down. Start with your right leg. Off we go. So we're stepping back and in. Tummies are in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe. 5. Pull up through that midline. 6, 7, and 8. Change legs for 8. Breathe. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Come back up to center. Let's put those feet into a V. Squeeze those legs, pull up nice and tall. All right, we're going to push back and do our plie. Remember, your back is sliding down a wall, okay, so you're not leaning forwards. So let's bring those arms forward as we lower ourselves down. As we come up, let's go up onto our toes. Take a breath, squeeze and raise. Good. And then lowering back down. And again, out we go. Coming back up, push into those toes, raising up. Now, if your balance is dodgy today, mine can be very dodgy, you just need to hold on to something. So if you've got a sideboard or a chair, you can do that if you want to. And just concentrate on finding that point as we lower back down. Good. As we lower down this time, let's just do a little pulse here, shall we? For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. Now then, as we come up into that standing, let's go up onto our toes. Good. Let's see if we can hold this position. And then we're going to take our arms up and out and back down again. And you can feel everything working in your feet to try and stay up and lowering back down. Good. Take a breath. And again, if you can, let's come up onto our toes and then let's circle around and up, pulling in through those abdominals, using those arms. Excellent. And lower down. We're going to see if we can do another one. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. It's coming up. Concentrate. Squeeze your glutes. Keep that position. You've got it. Find that balance. Lovely. And lowering back down. Well done. Let's just take our feet back to the center and march those legs out. Let's pop those weights down. We're going to go onto our mat. So if you're not already on your mat, come to the end of it. We'll just do a little roll down. Always good to articulate through our spine if we can. So I want you to pull up nice and tall. Always remember to tuck your tailbone under. We're going to just bring our chin down to our chest. Shoulders will come forward. We tuck from our sternum, allowing our heads to lead the way. Nice long arms. Soften through those knees. Keep your tailbone over your knees and ankles and lower yourselves down and just see where you are today. Sometimes it takes us a little bit of time to get that stretch through our spine and through those vertebrae. So hold for a moment. Make sure your weight's going through the middle of your feet. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, unfill, coming up one vertebrae at a time. Good. Restack and chin comes to center. Take a breath here. Little squeeze and pull in. Good. And again, lowering your chin down. Allow your arms to be heavy and long. Soften through those knees. And just let yourself come down. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale as you unfill, coming up one vertebrae at a time. Good. And unraveling that spine. On this next one, we will go down to the floor. Take a breath as we lower ourselves over, pulling up through the abdominals. Keep pulling up through those abdominals as you go down. Don't let your tummies go. Support your spine. Coming down, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend those legs. Hands go to the floor, and you're going to walk yourself along. We're going to go forwards into a plank position. You can bring your knees down to the floor, and we want to be in this nice long line. You want to make sure that your shoulders are over your wrists, that your toes are still tucked under. You're pulling up through your abdominals. Now try not to dip your hips down. I want you to pull up a little bit and try not to be in this sort of like a bottom up position. It's a sort of a diagonal line from your shoulders through to your tailbone and then down to your ankles, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to take our right leg and we're just going to press back into our toes. We're going to straighten that leg up. Nothing moves. Everything stays parallel, reaching through those arms. And then we're going to lower back down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Now just think nice long neck. Forehead is towards the floor. And then we're lowering down. Use your breath. Exhale as we extend away. Inhale as we lower. Good. Again. Out we go. And low. Let's do 2 more. You've got this. Exhale, press away. Inhale, return. Exhale, press away. Inhale, return. Excellent. Let your feet go to the floor. Let's push back into child's pose. Come off those wrists. We're going to give them a little bit of a rotation. Stretch back into those hips. And we will go into a 4-point position, but reaching forward with those arms. Take a deep breath in. And out. Good. All right, let's come up into our 4-point position. So just make sure that those knees are underneath those hips and our shoulders are over our wrists, okay? We're going to start with our right leg. We're going to do some hydrants, which is where your leg comes out to the side in a bent leg position. We'll start with our right leg. We'll do a couple of exercises with our right side to start with, just to make sure everything stays nice and parallel to the floor. You're pulling up through your abdominals, nice flat back, and we squeeze our glutes. We want to maintain using our glute muscles rather than our backs for this. Okay, so let's take a deep breath. Exhale, raise your leg to the side. Inhale, lower down. Raising out to the side, reach through those arms and lower back down. Good. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. We've all got different flexibilities, so you're going to just see how you feel. Now on this next one, we're going to take that leg up. I'm going to ask you to flex your foot. We're going to extend that leg away on that side position. Bring your knee back in towards your elbow and then extend away. We want to try and keep everything nice and parallel to the floor. We've got our knee rotated out as it comes back in towards the elbow. You're going to feel it in your gluteus medius. Just bringing that in. Good. Breathe and out. Find that stability if you can. 1 more. Coming in and out. Now I want you to rotate your hip so you're back down to the center. Point your toe. All right, and we're going to do little circles from here. So little circles around for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's bring that leg in. Let's come off our wrists, reach forwards. Well done. And you should be able to see which glute muscle you've been working. Rotate your wrist in the other direction, up and down. Get that circulation going. Reach forwards. Take a nice deep breath in. Good. And we're going to go to the other side. All right, so we're going to keep ourselves in that nice position. We're going to do our hydrant again with our other leg. Let's get started. So we're going to come up and lower down. Good, breathe. Opening out that hip and lowering back down with control. So all of the control is going up and also control coming back down. We've got 3 more. Up we go and lower down. Keep your head nice and long, facing the floor. Up and lower. Last one, up and lower. We can take that knee out to the side, flex your foot. You're going to extend away and then bring that leg back in to shoulder to your elbow height. Extend away and come back in. So it's a little bit like a frog foot. Flex foot as you come in and press away. Good. 2 more. In it comes. And out. Maintain that posture. Coming in, pulling in through those abdominals. And out. Rotate your foot towards the floor. Point your toe. Let's do our circle. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bring that knee in. Let's push back into child's pose, reaching forwards. Rotate those wrists. Very good. And the other direction. Excellent. All right, we're going to come off hands and knees. We're going to come into a seated position. Pulling in nice and tall and long. When we do our half roll backs, as you know, we want to stay nice and tall through our shoulders and down into over our hips. I'm going to put the weights on either side because we might do a little bit of an added weight into this. So I want you to pull up nice and tall. We're going to bring our arms forwards. We're just going to do a nice half roll back. We're going to do 2 of these just without a weight, just to get ourselves mobilized through our spines. Exhale as you lower down to a point that feels all right for you. Now, if you don't know, you can put your hands underneath your knees and you can extend those arms so that you know where you want to go down to. And then you're going to scoop and raise up. Always remember, we want to get a C curve, so we want to get our sacrum to the floor first. Exhale as we're lowering down. Keep your feet on the floor, legs are hip width apart, and then we come back up. Good. Let's do 1 more of these. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come back up. Now then, we're going to add some weights in. If you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. Just position your hands the way I would, which is in a fist hold with your palms facing down towards the floor. Otherwise, let's take our weights. Start with a nice tall seated position. Exhale, lowering ourselves down, and we're going to do a chest press back, and then we're going to fly our arms open. Don't go too wide with those arms. Keep your elbow bent. Come back to center, and then we scoop back up. All right, let me do that again with you. Exhale, lowering down. Elbows come back, opening out, coming back, and then back in. So you're almost like hinging from your elbows to open out your arms. Exhale, lowering down, elbows come back into that chest press. You open into a fly, come back, and then you're coming up. Now you're holding into that C curve. Maintain that chin to chest. Shoulders are coming forward slightly so that you can scoop, but we want to also work through our shoulders and work through our chest. Good, breathe. Exhale, lower down, elbows come out, opening out, back to center, and scoop and raise. We've got 1 more to go. You're doing really well. Coming down, opening out, back to center, and coming up. Great job. Let's put those weights down. Let's let those legs go a little bit. We're going to actually just stay in this scooped up position just for a couple more exercises. Put your hands underneath your knees. I'm just going to show you a little bit from the front so you can see. So you're going to be in this position here. Elbows are bent. You're going to bring your feet up off the floor if you can, which means you're off your tailbone a little bit, but you can keep your toes to the floor. We're going to bring our knees together. We're just going to open out, and we're going to bring our knees back together again. Okay, so let's take a deep breath in. Choose whether you have your toes on the floor or elevated. Scoop in, remember keeping your sacrum on the floor, opening out and coming back. So we want to do this with a bit of balance, okay? You're working through your abdominals. Your chin is a little bit more towards your chest. Exhale as we open. Inhale as we come back. Good. Opening out. And you can use your hands to resist your hands if you want to, so you can make your inner thighs work a little bit more, depending on how you feel. Open out and close. Let's do 2 more. Breathe. Opening out and close. Last one. Good. And out. Good. We're going to just take our feet to the floor, and we're going to just open out our legs, let them bounce for just a moment. Good. All right, we're going to just come around to the front. I'm going to get you to put your feet together in a butterfly position. We're going to stretch out those inner thighs. Have a little rock with your hips and your knees just to open out through those hips, pulling up nice and tall and long, okay? Good. Well done. And now we're just going to allow ourselves to scoop back. So scooping back with your abdominals, tailbone is coming forward, shoulders are going to come forward. So we're just going to scoop over, opening out through those shoulders, and have a lovely stretch. You'll feel your inner thigh as well. Good. And then we're going to come up. We're going to hold on to our shins, pulling into those shins as we open out. Let your chin come up to the ceiling. Squeeze back with your shoulder blades. Have a lovely stretch here. And again, lowering your chin down to your chest. Allow yourselves to come forwards. Take a deep breath in. And again, opening out, pull back, looking up, and take a breath. Last one, coming forwards. Just enjoy that stretch. See if you can push your elbows or forearms into your calves or shins, opening out a little bit more. Lovely. And come back up. Bring yourselves into a cross-leg position. Remember, always sit onto a cushion. If it feels uncomfortable sitting on the floor, put your cushion under your bottom. Let's take our left arm. Right arm goes into the floor as we reach up and over with a lovely stretch. Let's windmill over, stretch to the other side. And again, nice little stretch just to ease off. And one more. Again, good. Hand comes down. Let's take both hands up. Let's just link our fingers together. Reach up nice and tall, looking up, stretching through those shoulders and arms. Excellent. Take a breath. Arms come down. Little roll of your shoulder, and there you do. You are. A little roll of your shoulder, and there you are. Day 8 is done. I hope you enjoyed that. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, which is day 9.